Peerless Battle Spirit Chapter 2, Divine Battle Spirit. The crowd went quiet for a period of time. Qin Nan was the first to react. He couldn't help but burst out laughing, ha ha ha. Qin Nan, who would have thought that you would unexpectedly awaken a first-grade Huang-ranked martial spirit? Genius my ass. Now you're thoroughly a waste. Whereas I am now the true genius of the Qin clan, as well as Lineage City's #1 genius. First-grade Huang-ranked martial spirit, this would be equivalent to the lowest existence out of all the martial spirits. One could also call it the martial spirit waste. Even within the Qin clan, those who awakened a first-grade Huang-ranked martial spirit were very few in numbers. The majority had awakened a second-grade Huang-ranked martial spirit. Qin Changkong's frenzied and ear-piercing laughter immediately awoke the crowd. The expressions of the elders and disciples toward Qin Nan immediately changed from one of revere and expectation into one of severe disappointment and despise. It's unexpectedly a first-grade Huang-ranked martial spirit. Oh my lord. That's so trash. Me. What a waste of my emotions. What bullshit #1 genius, he's only a first-grade Huang-ranked martial spirit waste. Yeah. Big brother Qin Changkong is the true #1 genius. This Qin Nan, I'm afraid he is Qin clan's #1 waste. In the martial world, the strong had authority, thus, the reaction of the crowd was not strange at all. Instead, they harbored an indescribable hostility towards Qin Nan. This was due to the fact that ever since Qin Nan was young, he had displayed an incredibly formidable innate talent. This caused them to also have very high expectations of him. However, who would have thought that this would be the final result? How could these elders and disciples not despise Qin Nan after wasting everyone's feelings? Qin Changkong was extremely excited and high-spirited. He wore a domineering expression as he laughed at Qin Nan. Did you see that? I have told you once before, the martial spirits are decided by the heavens. Even if you created a martial skill, so what? At the end of the day, you're just a waste. Qin Nan glanced at him indifferently. Without saying a word, he proceeded to leave with large strides. If it was like the past, there would definitely be disciples of Qin clan as well as elders following him. However, currently, there was not a single person beside Qin Nan. The scene seemed particularly lonely. As Qin Nan walked away, the surrounding disciples and elders immediately reacted by surrounding Qin Changkong. Their faces were filled with the intentions of currying favors. Wow! Big brother Qin Changkong, recently, you haven't paid attention to us at all. We've really missed you. Young Master Qin Changkong, it would make more sense if you were the young lord of the Qin clan. What kind of qualifications does that waste have to possess that title? Young Master Qin Changkong, from now on, I will be your subordinate. If you tell me to go east, then I'll definitely not walk west. Not long after the end of the martial spirit awakening ceremony, the incident had spread throughout Qin clan and Lineage City. Not only was the people of Qin clan extremely startled, but even the people of Lineage City were thoroughly dumbfounded. They couldn't believe that Lineage City's #1 genius, Qin Nan, had actually awakened a first-grade Huang-ranked martial spirit. However, this was the martial world. Albeit astonished and dumbstruck, their gaze quickly turned to watch over Qin Changkong. After all, he has a 5th-grade Huang-ranked martial spirit. Within Lineage City, he was a top-rate existence. After Qin Nan left the stage, he directly returned to his courtyard. His expression was tranquil from the beginning until present, not even a slightest bit of rage appeared on his face. That is how it works in this world. Only when you have strength will people revere you. Although he understood this logic, the reactions of the disciples and elders of the Qin clan still caused Qin Nan to feel slightly disappointed. Whatever, there's no need to be bothered with them. I'll begin with using this martial spirit and experience the taste of cultivation. Qin Nan quickly recovered his tranquility as he sat cross-legged in the large courtyard. The scarlet flame saber emerged from his back. It rose slowly as it emitted traces of heat. The scarlet flame saber floated as it issued a profound attraction force, drawing in the spiritual qi from the heaven and earth. As the spiritual qi entered Qin Nan's body, he couldn't help but become slightly startled. His somewhat pale complexion began to redden as if he had gotten drunk from drinking wine. Cultivation as a whole started out in the realm of tempering the body and was split into 10 different layers. The so-called body tempering was just as the name implied. It was when you absorb the spiritual qi into your body and temper it. As a result, after Qin Nan had absorbed the spiritual qi into his body, he had already begun marrow and meridian cleansing as well as physical body strengthening. As the time slowly passed, Qin Nan finally opened his eyes after 3 or more hours had passed. On his forehead were rows of fine sweat. The grade of the martial spirit is indeed very important, Qin Nan thought to himself. He clenched the scarlet flame saber in his hands as he meticulously inspected the saber. The corners of his mouth couldn't help but reveal a hint of bitterness. After experiencing cultivation, he finally understood why the grades of martial spirits were so important. For example, he had been cultivating for 6 hours but he gained nothing out of it. However, if Qin Changkong were to cultivate for 6 hours, I'm afraid he would have already broken through the first layer of body tempering. Furthermore, the higher grade your martial spirit is, the greater amount of assistance it can provide during a fight. However, thankfully I awakened a first-grade Huang-ranked martial spirit. If it was some other grade, then I'm afraid I'd be quite gloomy. The corner of Qin Nan's mouth curled into an indifferent smile. With a thought, he entered and immersed himself within his dantian. Within Qin Nan's dantian was a floating crimson thunderbolt around the size of a knuckle, drifting up and down. The thunderbolt also emanated a mysterious and dreadful ancient aura. This was Qin Nan's greatest secret. Even his father didn't know about this. During his training session when he was 14 years old, he had encountered an abrupt change in weather which caused a rainfall. As he rushed to find a place to shelter himself from the rain, Qin Nan was unluckily struck by a crimson thunderbolt. The matter of him being struck by a heavenly thunder had actually been known by every single citizen of Linshui City. However, the fact that they had not known was that following the incident where Qin Nan had been struck by the thunderbolt, new memories had emerged within his mind, while a crimson thunderbolt emerged within his body. According to the shattered fragment of the memory, this crimson thunderbolt was an ownerless martial spirit known as the Divine Battle Spirit. If one wanted to obtain this Divine Battle Spirit, then they would have to tribute their own martial spirit to obtain it. Moreover, the higher the grade of your martial spirit, then the lower the chances of awakening the Divine Battle Spirit. However, if your martial spirit was at first grade Huang rank, then you could definitely awaken the Divine Battle Spirit. The smile on the corners of Qin Nan's mouth stretched wider and wider. This was the reason as to why he had not been depressed over awakening a first-grade Huang-ranked martial spirit. After all, the origins of the Divine Battle Spirit was mysterious. If he had awakened a 5th-grade martial spirit and used it as an offering, then he wouldn't have been able to guarantee its odds of success. One would need to be quite optimistic to use a 5th-grade Huang-ranked martial spirit as a tribute. However, as Qin Nan's martial spirit was currently a first-grade Huang-ranked martial spirit, as well as his status of being a waste, there was practically no difference. If he were to tribute in his current state, although he could not guarantee the odds of success, he also wouldn't be under any pressure. The smile on Qin Nan's face quickly vanished as he held the scarlet flame saber in his hands. He inhaled a deep breath and said, "Now, I'll be using this saber as a tribute." Qin Nan's face immediately turned grim as he began to chant verses of an ancient incantation. This incantation was called Spirit Sacrifice Technique. This technique had emerged within his mind when he was struck by the thunderbolt. Spirit Sacrifice Technique, just as the name implied, was a technique which allowed one to sacrifice their own martial spirit. This technique was extremely peculiar. It didn't require the expenditure of spiritual qi or any other costs. It was incomparably mysterious. Following the activation of Spirit Sacrifice Technique, a few black lights emerged from Qin Nan's hands. Following this, the black lights became viscous. It was like liquid, incessantly extruding. Qin Nan's face became solemn as he immediately raised his palm toward the scarlet flame saber in front of him and firmly grasped it. A stunning scene could be seen. The entire scarlet flame saber began to buzz and quiver. It was like an incorporeal destructive power blew up within the scarlet flame saber's body, causing it to instantly explode. After the scarlet flame saber had exploded, it filled the skies with red-colored dots. It was as though it had blossomed into small wisps of flames. Qin Nan's complexion immediately paled. During the instant the scarlet flame saber had exploded, he felt as if his soul was pulled out, causing him to almost suffocate. After all, although martial spirits were granted to him by the heavens, it was also a part of him. When his martial spirit shattered, it was equivalent to Qin Nan's body shattering. Qin Nan grit his teeth and endured the pressure emanating from his brain. He extended a palm toward the sky and clasped his hands. A mysterious attraction force immediately erupted from the black liquid within his palms. The scattered red-colored dots in the air was immediately absorbed into Qin Nan's body as it poured into his dantian. The crimson thunderbolt within his dantian absorbed the entirety of the red dots. In this instant, it was as if the time had frozen, followed by an abrupt explosion from the crimson thunderbolt. The divine battle spirit wages war against the heavens and battle against earth. Whether they be gods or Buddhas, there is none he does not fight and none he does not win against. The imposing ancient voice felt like countless of thunderbolts simultaneously surging through Qin Nan's mind. Ah! Qin Nan widened his bloodshot eyes. He was unable to utter a single sound of pain. Soon after, he was quaked unconscious due to the enormous shock. Peerless Battle Spirit Chapter 3, Provocations at the Door. Early the next morning, Qin Nan slowly regained consciousness. However, as he tried to sit up, he couldn't help but gasp. Presently, his brain was still aching. It felt as if any wanton movement would cause his head to break. That ancient voice was terrifying. Qin Nan's complexion paled. The ancient voice he had heard yesterday felt as though it had entered his soul. As he recalled it, he felt a recurring fear. My current priority is to inspect the divine battle spirit. Qin Nan swiftly walked to the large courtyard before he sat down cross-legged. His face revealed slight nervousness. Although the origin of the divine battle spirit was mysterious, Qin Nan wasn't sure of what grade martial soul it was. Qin Nan inhaled a deep breath and then slowly closed his eyes. His mental state entered his body as he began to channel his martial soul. In front of Qin Nan, golden rays radiated one after another. When it reached 6 golden rays, it finally stopped. An indistinct and transparent human-like avatar rose from within the golden rays. As the silhouette floated in mid-air, it was as if a supreme king had descended. It emitted a powerful force which could cause people's hearts to flutter. Qin Nan's complexion turned blank as he gazed at the scene. This is the divine battle spirit? Soon after, Qin Nan's face revealed a happy expression. The divine battle spirit definitely did not let him down. It had reached 6th grade Huang ranked stage. Although it was much less compared to Qin Nan's initial expectations, the boundless, ancient and profound aura emitted from the divine battle spirit gave people a premonition that it was far more superior than it seemed. I don't know what kind of capabilities the divine battle spirit has, but let's start with cultivation. Qin Nan suppressed the joy and swiftly calmed his heart before channeling the divine battle spirit. In an instant, a shocking scene appeared. The divine battle spirit's avatar emanated a frightening yet mysterious aura as it abruptly sat down cross-legged. The surrounding spiritual qi of the heaven and earth begun to flood toward Qin Nan and unexpectedly condensed an indistinct white fog around his body. Qin Nan was caught by surprise. The speed of his cultivation was much faster compared to the 1st grade Huang-ranked Scarlet Flame Saber. The speed had increased by more than tenfold. A 6th grade Huang-ranked martial spirit was indeed of no small matter. Qin Nan quickly immersed himself within his cultivation. He channeled the divine battle spirit and entered an ethereal state, incessantly absorbing the spiritual qi of the heaven and earth. Spiritual qi of the heaven and earth entered Qin Nan's body, continuously circulated within his body while giving off a crashing sound similar to the sound of flowing water. The time slowly elapsed. After 6 hours had passed, Qin Nan opened his eyes as his body emitted a crackling sound similar to the sound created when frying beans. TL note: sizzling sounds. Within these 6 hours, his cultivation had unexpectedly broken through to 1st layer of the body-tempering realm. With the divine battle spirit, my dream of becoming an expert will no longer be just words. Qin Nan clenched his fist. His flickering eyes was filled with resolution. The Qin continent was boundless. Not only was there Linshui City, but there was also the Luo River Kingdom. They were all just drops within the vast ocean. Qin Nan became the #1 genius within Linshui City when he was a youth, so naturally, he had high aspirations. He wanted to reach a stage where he was able to carry a saber on his back and hold a bottle of wine in his hands as he freely roamed the continents, swiftly settling gratitudes and grievances, while being natural and unrestricted. At this moment, a voice could be heard from the other end of the door. "Young lord, this month's supplies have arrived." Following these words, a maid came in with a tray in her hands. Atop of the tray was a jade bottle which emitted thick spiritual qi. Qin Nan was slightly startled before he promptly recalled that today was the day when the Qin clan distributed resources for cultivation. As one of the 2 major families within Linshui City, it was only natural for the Qin clan to place great importance on martial art. Hence, every month on this day, the Qin clan would distribute resources for cultivation to the disciples of the clan. After Qin Nan received the bottle and had the maid leave, he opened it and was once again slightly startled. Within the jade bottle lay 10 sparkling and translucent dark green pills. Thick spiritual qi permeated around the pills. Qin Nan naturally recognized these medicine pills. They were body-tempering pills. These pills were specifically used to temper the body during cultivation. However, body-tempering pills are exceptionally precious. An ordinary disciple of the Qin clan could only receive a single pill to temper their body during cultivation. However, Qin Nan possessed as many as 10 pills. Father. Qin Nan felt slightly emotional. The fact that he had awakened a first-grade Huang-ranked martial spirit had most likely been spread throughout Linshui City. From a genius to an infamous waste. Normally, the elders of Qin clan definitely would not give a waste such as Qin Nan this many pills. Thus, the only explanation for these pills would be that Qin Nan's father had sent them over. Qin Nan's father, Qin Tian, was the patriarch of the Qin clan. Naturally, nobody would dare to stop him if he wanted to give Qin Nan 10 body-tempering pills. Furthermore, Qin Tian had known that Qin Nan had become a waste. He still sent 10 body-tempering pills. From this, one could tell that within Qin Tian's heart, Qin Nan was still his most beloved son. Father, your son, Qin Nan, definitely won't let you down. Now, I'll use the pills you have given me to break through the second layer of body-tempering realm in a single go. Qin Nan picked up a body-tempering pill and swallowed it. He then immediately sat down cross-legged to begin refining the pill. However, at this moment, a strange scene occurred. After the body-tempering pill flowed into his body, it was not digested. Instead, a mysterious attraction came from within Qin Nan's body, resulting in the qi from the body-tempering pill to be completely absorbed. Qin Nan's expression turned blank. What's this? He immediately picked up 2 more body-tempering pills and promptly swallowed it. However, the same event occurred. The spiritual qi was once again completely absorbed by an incorporeal attraction. Is this the divine battle spirit? Qin Nan pondered for a long period of time before finally arriving at an answer. Following this, he immediately released the divine battle spirit. After releasing the divine battle spirit, Qin Nan picked up yet another 3 body-tempering pills and swallowed it. Just as he had expected, the divine battle spirit emanated a mysterious attraction, completely absorbing the qi from the body-tempering pills. The divine battle spirit can actually absorb the spiritual qi of the pills? Qin Nan was shocked. He had never imagined that martial spirits could actually absorb elixir. Forget it, I'll just let him absorb the elixirs and observe what will happen after. Qin Nan clenched his teeth. Either way, the cultivation speed of divine battle spirit wasn't lacking, thus, he wasn't in need of elixirs. He then retrieved the remaining body-tempering pills before swallowing them. After he had swallowed the remainder of the pills, he began to tremble. From the divine battle spirit's avatar came a sudden blossoming of a 7th yellow ray. The pressure which the divine battle spirit emitted became increasingly fearsome. This is... Qin Nan's complexion revealed a stunned expression. 7 yellow rays, this represented 7th grade Huang rank. The grade of this divine battle spirit had actually increased by 1 whole level. This meant that the divine battle spirit could devour elixirs to ascend a grade. Qin Nan's current feelings could no longer be described as being just astonished. The formidability of the divine battle spirit had already exceeded his imaginations. Martial spirits were granted by the heavens. Once you've awakened your martial spirit, it would accompany you for the rest of your life. Qin Nan had never heard of a case such as this before. In this case, if there are enough elixirs, then wouldn't the divine battle spirit be able to reach up to Shen rank? D rank? Or even the Tian rank from the legends? Tian ranked martial spirit, how fearsome was that? Qin Nan was unable to imagine it. Calm down, I have to remain calm. Qin Nan inhaled a series of deep breaths and suppressed the raging emotions within his heart, forcing himself to calm down. However, his expression concealed his excitement just like before. In the beginning when he awakened the divine battle spirit, although it was a 6th grade Huang-ranked martial spirit, Qin Nan still thought it was far from what it actually was. He believed it was much stronger than just 6th grade Huang rank. Presently, the divine battle spirit had actually increased a grade. Just based on this fact, perhaps it was even stronger than a Shen rank or even a legendary D rank martial spirit. Its potential is limitless and definitely was of no small matter. However, just as Qin Nan was beginning to feel excited, a pong sound echoed from the gate of Qin Nan's courtyard, causing it to shatter into numerous fragments. An incomparably aggressive voice resounded, "Qin Nan, quickly get out of here or else don't blame me for disregarding our former relationship." A crowd of people dressed in a gorgeous robe stormed in, their faces were filled with pride. Hovering behind the crowd was a 5-chi long cyan sword. It radiated 3 yellow rays which gave off a cold and sharp feeling. As he gazed at the crowd, Qin Nan's complexion instantly turned cold. "Qin Shao, what do you want?"